Thank you, JP, and it's great to be here and present the strategy and the status of AI in Taiwan. Okay, according to this survey, actually Taiwan ranked 21st in the world. But if you look very deep in this indicator, you can see that in operating environment, we rank number 71st. It's a very far behind the average. And in this indicator, it focuses on the regulatory and the public opinion. It means that in Taiwan, actually, our regulation is not very good. And also, the people in Taiwan, we are not very familiar with this AI tool. And also, we have conducted some survey. This survey we conduct this year, the beginning of this year. As you can see that only 44.3% of the people have ever used this AI tool. For example, the ChatGPT, the Gemini, or the Notebook LM, some kind like that. But there are 41.4% of people they have ever heard but never used. And even 14.3% of people never heard of the AI. I think it's very far from our imagination, you know. And those have ever used AI only, they are 39.8%. They only use one kind of the tool. So this the situation of this year, the beginning of this year. And also we have conducted the survey for our first line civil servant. And as you can see that this survey is done last year. And there are 57.2% of the civil servant, first line civil servant, they have ever heard but never used the AI tool. It's also very shocked by us. And for the industry, about 61.5% of the industries say they have AI talent shortages. And every year they have a shortage about 3,400 to 4,200. This talent shortage. So this whole information, this, as I mentioned, the shackles. So we have many mechanisms to improve this kind of situation. So first, we have some mechanism to teach our children, our people to use AI. And if they don't know how to use AI, then they will not to use it, because people, they this morning, they say that it's cultural, because they don't know AI can, what AI can bring them, so they don't use it. But if they know this benefit from AI, then they may use it. So we have many mechanisms. First one, that for the government agency, for government employee, I will talk about it later. This will be more detail. And for industry, actually we encourage those companies to encourage their employee to make creative AI services, not only for their use. If they create those innovative services, AI services, and to give to the other company to use, then we will have a award to them. This is encourage award. And also for the children, the K-12, it means the elementary school, junior high school, senior high school. And those kind of the students, we teach them using AI. And there is a game, there's an hour of AI. This is from the hour of code. So we teach them, and also we encourage those elementary school children to teach their grandparents to use AI. Not to use very comprehensive or complicated AI, just use the AI to create a picture, to use AI to make a funny picture or other things. Last time we asked our children to teach their grandparents. It's about 15 or 20 years ago. Because at that time, we want those grandparents to learn what is the computer and what is the web services they can use. So right now, we ask the children to teach their grandparents. And the other thing is we have an IPASS, professional competency assessment. It's a standard that people or the industry they can examine their employee in a very standard way, and to have a course, to have certifications, all standards for the people and for the employee to get the certifications. And the other thing is that regulation in Taiwan, actually, from last year, we already draft our AI Basic Act. But right now, it's not yet passed, because in the past few months, our legislators always discuss that not an item of this one, because those items are already been accepted by our legislator. But our opponent party, they think it should be 3 kinds of article in this act. First is workers' labor rights. And the second is how to protect the younger generations from being hurt by this AI. And the third one is how to protect those vulnerable people from being hurt by this AI. And the ruling party thinks this kind of the article should be written in the enforcement rule, not in this high-end act. But the opponent party thinks it's very important, should be written in this basic act. So right now, this act, they have agreed that these 3 kind of articles should be right in this AI Basic Act. So right now, only one issue left is who should in charge of this act, who should take a responsibility to enforce this act. One group of the legislator thinks this act should be in charge by our National Science and Technology Council. And the other group thinks this act should be in charge by Ministry of Digital Affairs. That's our ministry. This is different kind of thoughts, because if the National Science and Technology Council in charge of that, then it will become more focused on the AI development. But if in charge by MODA, it should be more focused on the service for the people. So it's a different kind of the concept. So if this issue been solved, then this act will be passed. And when the AI, when this act been passed, there are several related regulation or law will be adjusted. For example, Ministry of Economic Affairs, right now they have some subsidy and some award guideline for those startup company and encourage them to make a creative innovation, creative services. And right now, if the AI Act passed, they have to add in some AI tax deduction and some AI encourage award inside this, inside their regulations. And for MODA, we have act to promote the promote the use of public data. And this act is based on the open data we have ever used. And also for the healthcare and for the Copyright Act. And for the traffic, there are some self-driving vehicles act. And for the finance, they also have some acts should be modified. And the other thing is risk management, and also the other acts should be modified. And for the AI risk classification framework, under the AI Act, we have to make an AI risk classification framework. And this framework will decide different categories, different domains have to make their own risk management guideline. And this guideline should be include a system risk management and system to people's interactions risk management and the society's risk management. So each domain should make their own risk management guideline. For the overall plan, this is our AI 10 constructions plan. This plan is a cross agencies plan, and this plan or this project is conducted by our National Science and Technology. This is conducted by our National Development Council, and this council is focused on the industrial development and the economic growth. And the other plan is we call the Smart Nation 2.0. And this plan is conducted by our National Science and Technology Council. And these two plans, they are complementary because one is from the technology development and the other is from the perspective of the I forgot. The previous one is focused on the economic growth, and this one is focused on the technology the development. And both of these plans all have focused on the digital service for our citizens. So combined together, they can be very concrete plans. And also they have some steering group consists of many ministries. Okay, this some our vision to make a well-being life for our citizens and for the inclusion and the equality, like social inclusion, cultural inclusion, and so on, and also for the industry. And besides those big plans, we also emphasize some small targets that's from those two big plans. The first is talent, and the second one is data. Third one is service, and then the computing power. Okay, besides of that, we also have some issue have to deal with like power, the funding program. Every government have a service program, and test pay, and marketing. So we emphasize these four categories. First, talents. Actually, talents should be not only train those people, those civil servants to use AI. It should be train those civil servants to use AI based on what their job do. Because if they only to learn AI, then they may not use the AI into their job. And we make 3 categories for these talents, but we focus on the AI development and the AI applications. And there's a Taiwan AI Government Talent Office that's conducted by our Directorate General of Personnel Administration and MODA. And second one is the data. In this data, we focus on 2 things. First is that we want those data become more useful for the AI training. And the other thing is that if those data concern about the privacy, then we have to use some mechanism to make the privacy enhancing, or to let people can trust that their privacy will not be leaked. And we have many AI models for government services, and you can see on the screen. And also for many ministries, if they have some basic model, then they can inherit by their substitute to get those models, and the substitute don't need to create new models. And for the services, as you can see in the past, people have to, if people want to get service, they have to in person or online to find the services they need. And right now, we have a portal to aggregate all the services on the portal and to divide it by different lifetime. And if in the future, we hope that people don't need to search for the services. They only need is to ask the questions. For example, if they they say, I lost my job, then the service should come to them. No matter it's find a job service or the subsidy service or compensation service should come to them. If the people say, "Oh, I'm getting married," what subsidy or what the benefit can come to me? Then the service should come to them. They don't need to find what kind of service they can apply. So we have digital government programs here, but I have to say that we draw this plan last year, but we will enforce this plan next year. And during these 2 years, actually, the AI development is very quickly. So we have to continue to modify or revise our plans. And this is some services for the different ministries. Okay, I skip it because I forgot to make it as English versions. And also we have a test bed for our agencies to try to use the AI. In this test bed, the platform, we provide over than 30 LLMs on here. There are some commercial LLM and some LLM is as an open source, so they can be used in the ground environment. And we also make more than 20 reusable AI bots for them to use. For example, the meeting minutes or the official document drafting bots, they can use, and also they can create their own AI bus. They can use by themselves, and they can to open to the other agencies to use it. And also we have a AI playbook, which teach the government employee to use AI. First, they teach them what is the AI, what is the benefit, and what is the risk of AI, and what is the example the other countries use the AI first. And the second, they teach the government agency to assess which kind of the services is good to make it become AI services, and which kind is not, and what is the process to adopt in the AI in their services. And the third one is the AI procurement, because in Taiwan, almost all the AI services, almost all the IT services is created by our contractor or to outsource to the private sectors. So we have to have the government's employee have to have the ability to communicate with the contractor and to know if those contractor can get can make the services right. And also we teach those employee how to set the acceptance criteria for those AI projects. Because if this IT services, then input, processing, output, we just see the output is right or wrong, then we can know this job is well done or not. But AI service is not this kind. Input, process, output not necessary to be the same one. And how to accept this output, and what is if that output have a bias or have the other issues, we have to use some tool or some mechanism, teach them how to set the criteria. Okay, so for some inclusion, actually we think that very powerful of AI is that in the past, if these IT services, we have to use some tool or some mechanism to make those websites, those apps available for the disabled people. But right now, we use AI. People can just say, just use just available to ask the service to do something. So it should be better to make accessible services. And for the computing power, we have three kinds of approach. First, if those data is not as sensitive, then we encourage agencies to use the commercial models. If those are a little bit sensitive, then we encourage the major international vendors to deploy on-premise data center and keep the data in Taiwan. And if that's very, very sensitive, then actually we have our own data center. We call it the National High-Speed Network Center. So this center can provide some computing power. Okay, this is an example of our national speed high-speed network centers for the top three. And for private, they also have some computing power. And actually, about the next year, the NVIDIA also will join in Taiwan. Okay, this is Taiwan rep. Okay, I think I will stop here because I don't have time to say the scam prevision. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ken. Does anyone have a question or comment? I'll ask one, Ken. So one of the major themes now is AI sovereignty, and you touched upon it a little bit, but does Taiwan have an official view on that?
Yes, actually Taiwan has created AI we call the TIDE, T-A-I-D, Taiwan, how's it, the Taiwan LLM. But it's very costly. You know, when it train one time, it costs much money. So right now, we also to find another way to keep this TIDE program to continue, but not to spend too much money.